Good afternoon, folks. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold auction rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road, our auction bonanza event here. Normally calling auctions every Thursday at 10 a.m, but very, very excited to be having this additional auction bonanza event here this afternoon. We have a number of excellent properties up for your spirited bidding and buying, some 5 properties up for your spirited bidding and buying here this afternoon. We already have had a very successful week in the Harcourts Gold auction room with number 7 Sylvia Street being brought forward in that campaign earlier in the week by Annabelle Young and Mary Turnbull. That had some good strong further bidding going on to sell at $320,000. So good activity here in the auction rooms, and I'm sure that will continue here this afternoon with such a fantastic turnout. Now, I will just take a moment to make the good old health and safety announcement that we must make in these very interesting times that we're experiencing here in New Zealand and, of course, right around the world. The good old COVID-19 health and safety announcement. Make sure that you have scanned in on the way and use that COVID-19 tracker app upon your arrival. If technology is not your friend, that's fine. We can manually scan you in as well, or manually check you in on the good old paper and clipboard. That's no problems whatsoever. Ensure that you have sanitized those hands upon your entry. Take a moment to sanitize those hands upon your departure. Now, should you become unwell in the next 14 days, if you could just let someone from the Harcourts Gold management team know of that situation, just so that we can follow our due processes as we are required to follow by Auntie Jacinda. That would be hugely appreciated if you could work with us along those lines. Now, folks, I know, firstly, I'd like to say, that our sellers, we want to thank them. We want to thank them for their presentation, for their ease of access, but first and foremost for their choice in agency. We appreciate there is choice out there in the marketplace. We thank them for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Speaking of the team here at Harcourts Gold, there are a number of people here in the room who I would like to take a moment or two to introduce you to. Lynette McFadden, I know she's floating around this afternoon, business owner here within Harcourts Gold, certainly here to help guide and assist you should you need it. Right alongside me, Mr. Chris Kennedy, another of our business owners here, fellow auctioneer. Chris will be scribing the bids this afternoon. Chris keeps me on my toes, which is no easy task, that must be said. I also have Anna McKenzie across the far side of the room, one of our 2 managers here in the Harcourts Papanui office. Jane Meyer is also in the midst, floating around. There you are, Jane. Nice to see you as well, Jane. Just alongside the TV at the front of the room, we have Margaret Danza from our Redwood office, and Doug Soper, young Doug Soper, also across this side of the room from our Parklands and New Brighton office, here to help guide and assist you as well. So plenty of help throughout the afternoon should you need it. Now, I mentioned Chris, he'll be recording and scribing the bids that we receive. Alana Cosgrove, she drives the technology, the presentation that you see up on screen, and that's also beamed out via our website and via YouTube. So anyone can keep tabs on the property market on any of our auction properties. On a normal Thursday morning, we might expect to see 50, 60, 70 people tuning in. So I wouldn't be surprised to see similar numbers tuning in this afternoon. Anyone tuning in today, a very good, warm welcome to you as well. Now I also see Nairi Baker from our property management division. She's here. So should you have any interest in these homes from an investment perspective, or perhaps you're looking to put a home that you own into the rental market out there, I know there's good demand and a real shortage of good rentals out there, then Nairi, I'm sure, would be only too happy to have a chat to you at some stage this afternoon, or perhaps you can make a time to catch up with Nairi after our Bonanza event as well. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all of the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you, the LIM, the title, and the contract from which we work from. Now, that's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand as well as the Auckland District Law Society. There are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at auctions. The first of which, well, that should not surprise you. Our owners, they have set confidential reserve prices. Now, won't be disclosing those reserve prices to you, the bidders at large. Basically, it's your job as the bidders to get the bidding up and over those confidential reserve prices. Assuming we can work together and do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. I always suggest that you bid quickly and confidently in our auction rooms, because our owners do reserve the right to withdraw the property from the market at any stage as per clause 2.6 in the contract, so do just bear that in mind. Now, as the auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which those bids increase. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. If a dispute arises If there's any argy-bargy in the bidding, which I'm sure there won't be today because you'll look like very highly upstanding citizens out there in the marketplace, but if there is any dispute, we'll just revert to the last undisputed bid and then simply recommence the bidding sequence from there. In the absence of your bidding participation as auctioneer, I may place bids on behalf of my owners. They are referred to as vendor bids. Now, I might place them in a couple of situations, perhaps to start an auction and also during an auction process as well. Basically, if I'm placing those bids on behalf of my owners, those vendor bids, you can be rest assured of two things. The first one being is that they're always under our reserve price. Secondly, I will communicate them exceedingly, exceptionally clearly to you, ironically using language such as vendor bid or the bid is with me. So best course of action for you lovely folks here this afternoon is just to bid with confidence over and above those vendor bids and you will be absolutely fine. Now, at the conclusion of each auction, which is nominated by the hammer coming down to the rostrum, if it falls in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence those celebrations, there are a few simple obligations we will get you to fulfil. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you'll arrange to make a payment of a very neat and precise 10% of the purchase price. Thirdly and finally, we'll get you to complete the GST information, which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement here today. So clean, concise and simple is the process here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. You can change your mind as many times as you like. Please make yourself known to myself and also Chris up the front who's scribing the bids. If we miss your bid initially, please wave at us, shout at us. You will not offend us. We've seen it all before, especially you, Chris, haven't you?
A little older than you, Mark.
Just a touch. Just a touch.
Okay.
So, folks, we have some 5 properties up for your very spirited participation in bidding here today. 3 of which proudly brought to the market by Mr. Caleb Griffey, and so very busy last few weeks for you, Caleb, in the build-up to our Bonanza. The first of which being number 1 Exeter Street in Littleton. We're all set to go. Caleb, very good luck to you. Good luck to our owners here in Littleton at number 1 Exeter Street. This is an estate in freehold, 556 square metres of that prime time parcel of land, that freehold parcel. That's section 353 from the town of Littleton. You would have all seen that there in the record of title that Caleb has made readily available to each and every one of you in recent times. The settlement date is set down here for the 29th of September 2021. Incidentally, Caleb, I understand that's your birthday. So there we go. You might be moving in, perhaps inviting Caleb around for those birthday drinks at number 1 Exeter Street. You may have made prior arrangements with our owners for an alternative date. That will mean that you'll miss out on Caleb's birthday celebrations at your new house, however. So whatever you have agreed on, that's when you'll be moving in. You would have reviewed Schedule 2. That outlines the list of chattels. You would have also seen those further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement being clauses 22 through to 25 inclusive. You bid and you buy on that basis here today. Well, I had the privilege of visiting Exeter Street a couple of weekends ago at one of Caleb's open homes. It was a gorgeous weekend day, a stunning day. There was a line out on the footpath of people waiting to go and have a look at number 1 Exeter Street. In terms of describing and selling this home to you, I don't know where to start with this one. This really is just a gem of a home. The situation, its location in terms of where it sits in Littleton, I don't think it gets too much better. It's just in a beautiful, quaint, quiet little street. I love the fact that you've got all of the charm and the characteristics that you could ever wish for. It's so hard to replicate the feeling of these character homes such as this from that foregone era, that bygone era, I should say, of those 1890s. It is just sensational. Those features, the lead-light windows, you've got the beautiful veranda towards the front of the house, and those timber floors underneath your soul. Well, they are going to warm your soul. There's no doubt about that. 3 double bedrooms. That's fantastic in terms of the end-of-day accommodation. The section, well, it's as close to flat as you could ever wish for as well, given the location that we find ourselves here in Littleton. Those views, well, they just work absolutely 24/7, don't they? Sensational vistas You will never get sick of coming home and just gazing out across that yard, out towards the rear of the property, out across the harbour. It is just sensational. So much within easy reach here. You've got the beautiful farmers market on a Saturday morning. You can have a cold one at Civil and Naval. I can personally recommend that as a good spot. And you've got the food down the hill at Super, which is exactly that. Folks, compelling opportunity here in Exeter Street. My instructions very clear this afternoon. That is to open up the bidding, placing a bid on behalf of our owners at $350,000. I look for 370 from someone in the room to kick things along. Yeah. 370 with the hand up, sir. Good luck to you at 370. Easily underway at this nice low level. Who bid me 390 next? 390 right there. So the competition is about as close as you might expect to get. But at 390, you're still smiling at each other. That may not last. At $390,000, fairly bit away. Sir, what's the retort? You bid me 410?
Yep.
Without hesitation on the yip at 410 and 430 with you, ma'am, would you say? First chance at 410 only. Twice the money. Bid, where is it? Oh, I got over here. Okay, I got it over there then at 410.
500.
500. Well, that's the way to sort it out, sir. At 500,000. Now, sir, you had some interest.
Yeah, 510.
510. There we go at 510.
550.
550. Nicely done. And sir, 60. Can I say on your behalf at 560,000? Over this side at 560,000. Is it here, here, or here next?
600.
600. Good bid. Puts up 40 on. A good strong 40 at this stage. Don't be put off, folks, though. In 5, I take it. Nicely done at 605. You tell me. 650?
615.
615. Why not? Puts a good 10 on. Doubles me up as well at $615,000 for Exeter Street. First call here.
620.
620. Fresh face in the race, and welcome into you as well. So a nice entry at 620. Timing is run.
650.
650 without hesitation. Loves the home. Why wouldn't you at $650,000? Once, twice at 650, sir.
655.
655. Happy in the 5s, and do you go straight through to 700?
Well, whatever.
Okay, you have a wee think about that, sir. But at 655, the bid sits here.
670.
670. Nicely done. Puts 15 on. At $670,000. Might need some instructions at this stage, if I may. First call. At 670 here. Twice the money.
We're on the market. Sell it, Mark.
We're on the market. There you go. So I'm going to sell you the property at $670,000 unless I see further bidding. Either here, 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 or across this side if you like. But at 670, I sell to this good gentleman. Now's the time to fight. That was all just the warm-up, the curtain raiser if you like. First chance, selling here at $670,000.
672.
672, astutely done.
680.
680. Beautifully done, sir. Hammers up at 680 down the back. He's travelled confidently and strongly all the way through. But I welcome you back in for a 2 on the side, sir. I wouldn't walk. You're good. I'm good too, but I'd love to sell you the home if you bid a little bit more. First time here, selling away at $680,000. Twice the money. Perhaps a wee thousand on the side. Go on. Why not? At 681.
682.
682. Now he's playing your game, sir, in the 1s, but at 682, he's got his nose back in the lead. Once, here, at 682. Hammers up. Twice. Do you match that one and put one of your own on? 682 here.
No.
No? Beautiful place to be in Littleton at $682,000. Third and final chance at 682. Am I all done over here? Looks like we are. I'm going to sell you the property, sir, at 682. Delighted to announce 1 Exeter Street. It goes.
684.
683 and 4 straight back, is it, sir? 684. Do you come back with something stronger? 684. Happy with that? First call. It's at 684.
685.
685, there we go, he doubles them up, bids on top of himself, clearly here to own it, at $685,000. That's fine, sir, you leave your run as late as you need, but as long as that hammer hasn't come down, that's fair play. First chance. At $685,000 here. Selling away for a beautiful position. Gorgeous views. Twice now, at 685, third and final. It goes. It is sold here. Well done, sir. Well thought to our own bidders. Thank you so much for your interest as well. You brought a wonderful home. Thank you very much for your patience. What an exciting start there in Littleton. In Exeter Street, we now move forward to our second opportunity in our Harcourts Gold Bonanza event, number 21, Normandy Street in Bishopdale. Mr. Mike Franklin, he's been your tour guide towards home ownership here in Normandy Street. Mike, you're all set to go. I know you've had a very busy campaign. Good luck to you and good luck to our owners as well. The property here in Normandy Street, it is a little more formally described by the legal fraternity as being an estate and freehold, 791 very generous square metres of that freehold land. That's lot 554, deposit of plan 22118. That's all outlined in that certificate of title that Mike, I should say, has made readily available to each and every one of you in recent times. The settlement date that's set down here for Wednesday, the 4th of August 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed to in writing. I know we have some registered telephone bidders who may come into play this afternoon. I've cited the paperwork, very, very happy and comfortable to move forward on that basis. So don't be surprised if some of my colleagues from around the Harcourts network are representing and placing bids on behalf of other interested parties. Schedule 2, you've had a look at the listed chattels and those further terms being clauses 22 through to 27. Once more, I remind you, you bid and you buy on that basis here today, just the 10% that we require from you at the fall of the hammer. Well, Normandy Street and I guess Bishopdale in general, it's just one of those areas. It's just rock solid location. It's rock solid real estate. Anyone that owns a home in this area, they always feel good about that decision. You always feel good about owning a home in the area that is Bishopdale. Today, we offer you some 791 square metres of that prime time parcel of land that Normandy Street offers you here. Plenty of space for everyone in the whānau. Now, there has been some good hard work that's already been put into this home. Some good money's been spent updating the kitchen and the bathroom areas. That's already ticked off, which is a nice thing to see. So you can move into this one and simply just start living as you see it, as it sits today. Perhaps you want to roll up the sleeves. You may see the opportunity to add some value across the rest of the home as you see fit. But you need to own it first to have the privilege and the right to make that decision. But it's always nice to have options, I find, in life. 3 bedrooms, that's good spaces there on the accommodation front. You've got the fruit trees that will have the vegetarians in the family absolutely rejoicing. And the fact that it is in zone for Burnside High School next year, that will just add to the equation here. Makes for compelling buying here in Normandy Street. As I said, no one ever regrets buying in Bishopdale. Folks, once again, my instructions are to open up the bidding on behalf of our owners at $300,000. Vendor bid with me at $300,000. I look for $320 to kick things along. $320. Anthony Dean working with a buyer. Good luck, Anthony. At $320,000. Straight out of the starting blocks at $320. I'm not surprised. Who goes next? Let's stick in the 20s at this point in time. $340 next. Who calls it? First chance at $300. Over there. Good. Got you there, sir. At $340,000. Good height on you as well, sir. How could I miss you? At $340 and 60 back. 400 down the front on the phone. Sorry, at 400 with Mike Franklin on the phone. 450. Fighting fire with fire, Anthony at 450. Is it 500 here, Michael, sir, over this side? First call at 450 with Anthony's buyer. In Bishopdale, no regrets here. Twice the money as I count it down. 450 here.
460.
460, oh, cuts me right back at 60 and 70 straight back. Sees the value at 470, sir. I take 10 from you and 80. There you go. Welcome back. 3 in it still at this stage. Anyone's race? Anyone's 90 now. 495 hope. 500's wide open and he gets there. Always get to those psychological barriers first, sir. That's nicely done at $500,000 with you. Is that 5? Just 5. Wasn't asking for 5, Anthony. Why don't you put 2 of them together and get me to 510? Show strength. First chance at $500,000 twice. Third and final. Okay, 5. You seem adamant. And you'll put 5 on. There we go. We got there together at 510. Not sure you want to live in the house together though at $510,000. Plenty of room though. First chance over here. At $510,000, Mike. Phone's down, that's never a good sign with that buyer. Second opportunity. 5 more, thank you, Anthony. Staying in it, and 5 more here. The 5s aren't working, but at 520, there's still 2 in it. At $520,000, consider your move, Anthony. What's the rebuttal? Take 2.5 if you like. First opportunity at $520,000 for Normandy Street. Twice as I count it down. at 5, 2 and 0. Third final chance at $520,000. Sir, I don't have instructions at this point in time at 520. Can I see an improvement in your position? Get me through to 525,000. I'll see what I can do. Don't have instructions. Anna McKenzie, one of our managers here, working on behalf of our owners, getting her 10,000 steps in at $520,000, offering an opportunity to our highest bidder. Doesn't need it, Chris. I'm making no comments around exercise after your performance the other week at $520,000. In the lead over here in Bishopdale, number 21, updated bathroom and kitchen. A lot of that hard work's already been done. Anthony, can I bring your lovely buyer back in for a cheeky 2.5? 500. I've put two of them together. A little early for the fives, unless it's 5,000. Would you get me to 521? Might be the key to the door. 521. Anna, I have an increase in the bid with Anthony's buyer at 521, just so you can increase your steps, at $521,000. Sir? Bid's now over here at $521,000. Power in the room's just swung over this side. 525. That's a nice retort. That's a nice play at 525. Comes back with 4 on. Keep working over there, Anthony. You did say no to me before. It's under question its significance. At $525,000. Back over here at $525,000. Once the money at $525,000 for Normandy Street, moving into that Burnside High School zone next year. An educated choice, one would suggest. Twice now at $525,000. Just need to take our time here this afternoon, folks. Understand that we do have one of our owners on the telephone, so we need to give everyone every opportunity to make an informed decision. 525, the bid's over here. That's right, Anna, and I'm at my second call. At 525. Anthony, how are we looking? Would you like to put $500 forward this time around? No? Back to the open home trail. Not much fun. Keep losing those weekends to open homes. Petrol bills.
Shoes on.
The blue book's always a nice book to read, but it'd be nice not to have to. At $525,000, the bid stands here. Anna McKenzie on the phone to one of our owners in Normandy Street. In Bishopdale. Hands up if you haven't had a bid tonight yet. No? Very good. Always worth a try. But not today. You're all too smart for that one. At $525,000. Bid sits here. Third chance at 525. We might just take a pause. We'll take a pause. Yeah, let's just take a pause in the interest of expediency. Let's present an offer, Aaron, to your buyer at $525,000. Officially pausing the auction here at 525 with our highest bidder. Forward in our catalogue now to our third opportunity of the afternoon, being number 6, Cheeseman Terrace in Castle Hill Village. Caleb Griffian, our second of 3 auctions for you, Caleb. Obviously a fantastic start in Littleton. We now move across the Canterbury Plains and up into the Southern Alps of New Zealand here. Number 6, Cheeseman Terrace in Castle Hill. This is an estate in freehold, 490 square metres of that freehold parcel of land. That's lot 143, deposit plan 383208. You would have all seen it, you would have all reviewed that certificate of title provided to you by Caleb and the team in recent weeks. Settlement date that's set down for the 4th of August 2021. I note we have some registered telephone bidders, so once more please do not be surprised if some of my licensed colleagues in the room are working alongside and on behalf of some interested parties. Chattels, well, obviously not relevant given this is a parcel of land, and you just note the further term of sale being clause 22 towards the rear of the agreement. Well, Castle Hill. I think Castle Hill is one of Canterbury's best kept secrets, but I just get that sense that that secret is starting to get out. I love the fact that within an hour or so you can be out of the city bounds of Christchurch and you can be up and away from it all, up and nestled into the foothills there in the Southern Alps. This is just a sensational place to be. When it comes to this time of year, you are just so close to one of 4 ski fields, all with that beautiful relaxed vibe that you get of those club fields and porters as well in the Craigieburn range. You can get away from all the hustle and bustle and 5:30 a.m. starts trying to get up to Mount Hutt these days. You can enjoy everything that the Craigieburn fields have to offer. And then throughout the year, in the summer months, you get to enjoy the mountain biking. There's Lake Linden just down the road. You've got all manner of opportunities in the outdoor arena. Anyone with kids, you'll appreciate the opportunity that this beautiful village offers you. You've got the pump track, the tennis court, the reserve there, the water slide across the far side is a fantastic place to be, and you've got the creek where the kids can learn to skim stones as well. This is a beautiful place to be. This is a beautiful place to have children on the weekend. Now the section itself, well, you've all seen it, you know the opportunity, and we know how limited these parcels of land are in Castle Hill. So I don't expect to see any slowness in our bidding or any hesitation here this evening. My instructions are very clear this afternoon. That is to open the bidding at $150,000 on behalf of my owners. 170 here with Doug Soper on the phone straight out of the gates. Let's move in 20s from here at 170. Where's 90 at 190? And would you say 210, sir? 210. I've already got 210 here, sir. 220. 220 and 230, can I say, sir? Makes sense still. I've got 220 here, you see. 230 here. It just keeps getting a bit more expensive at 250 and it's already at 250 here. Did you say 255? What's your bid, sir? What would you like to bid over 250,000? 255 here first. A little bit slow at 265 with Doug on the phone, and 270 here. 275 at 2 3/4 and 280 and 90. Doug with you. At $290,000.
95.
95 now. Jumps the bidding at 200. 300 here, Jane, with you. Who's next? 305, absolutely, sir. Nice entry at 305 to stay alive. 310 with you, Jane. Anyone's guess at 315, sir, with you. Nicely done. For a beautiful lifestyle. Beautiful way to live. 320. Beautiful. At $320,000. Once, twice. Who's next? Bid. 325 at 3 1/4. New face in the race, and welcome into you. Nice to see some action over this far side of the room. At 325,000. Who gets me to 330 or more? At 330. Welcome back in at 330,000. Beautiful. At 330,000. 335. On the retort. Do you get me to 350? The fives aren't working. 340, okay. What do I know? At 340,000. It's still a good bid. Is it a bid, sir? No, just adjusting. That's fine. I don't miss much. At 340,000. Once the money. 345. And 345. There we go on the and 50. There we go. We got there. I thought we might at 350,000 for a beautiful parcel of land, surrounded by the Southern Alps, the ski fields, the mountain biking. 355. Double me up and get me to 65. First call at $355,000. Twice the money at 360. There we go. We've gone full circle. At 365, would you say? The smile tells me yes. 365. Nicely done at $365,000. Once at 365 as I count it down. Build your dream home.
On the market, Mark.
We're on the market. There we go. At $365,000. Out she goes at 365. Your future happiness awaits. Absolutely. 366 and Paul Nichols. Nice entry at 370,000. Thought there might be some more there, Paul, at $370,000. Once calling away and selling away here at 370. Now's the time to fight. Do you get me to 375? Twice now. 372. Paul? 375. One of my favourite numbers, 3/8 of $1,000,000 for any of the factions into their fractions at $375,000. Once and I sell here to Paul's bar on the phone. Twice and I count it down. You've travelled an awful long way. I'd hate for you to lose it now. Third and final chance over here at $375,000. Do I sell here? 376. We won. Paul will come back with something strong. At 378. Doubles us up at 378, and do you get me to 80? Or perhaps down here. Haven't forgotten about you in the front row. Okay, 380, Paul. I'll happily take those instructions from you at $380,000. 6 Cheeseman Terrace. The creek, the water slide, the pump track, the ski fields, it's all here. Beautiful lifestyle at 380. Selling away once, twice. 382. Well done to you at $382,000. 390, Paul? Or 385, absolutely. 385, there we go, at $385,000. Haven't got another one like it, as you can well imagine, in the village. At $385,000 across the far side of the room. First call and I sell away. Twice now. 386. Am I hearing an accent there? At $386,000. Paul, your turn next. 387, there we go. What's good for the goose, good for the gander, they say. 1,000 each, but at 387. The Rugby World Cup at 87. I was born. Just at $387,000. Selling away. First chance. 388. $388,000. Across the far side at 388. How does 400 sound, Paul? At $388,000 on the side of the room. First. 390. Fair enough too. At $390,000. Puts 2 on. Need to come back with something really strong at this point in time, I find. These little 1s and 2s don't typically do it. Do you get me to 395? How do you put a price on happiness? At $390,000. Once and I sell here. Twice. 395. That's a good bid. That's a good bid at $395,000. Test the other bidders in the room. At $395,000. Hammers up. Selling away at $395 for 6 Cheeseman Terrace. First, second, third, we all done. You might have got it with that strong bid at $395,000. We all done down the front. I'll give you that courtesy. I'll welcome you back in. But I'm going to sell the land here at number 3, Cheeseman Terrace. This beautiful opportunity at $395. It goes. It is sold here. Well done. Congratulations. Very well fought and to our under bidders. Thank you so much for your spirited bidding as well. Much for your patience once more. A little update for you on our second property, 21 Normandy Street in Bishopdale. We paused just a little while ago with the bid at $525,000. We have had some discussions with both parties. The conclusion of those discussions is this: the bid still stands at $525,000. I'll just get you to confirm that, sir, at $525,000. At this point in time, we have a change of instructions. We are on the market and we are selling. So $525,000, 21 Normandy Street will be sold. I'll give you 3 chances, 3 opportunities to come back in, bid over and above that 525, otherwise I sell the property here. Fiscal at $525,000 at number 21. Twice the money now, penultimate chance at 525. Third, final opportunity at 525, 21 Normandy Street. It goes, sir. It goes to you. It's gold. Well done. Well done, well bought. Congratulations. And thank you to our owners for your instructions. That's right. Folks, thank you once more for your patience. We are now all set to go for our 4th opportunity of 5 here tonight in our property Bonanza, being number 19 Camellia Place in Islington, Hornby, as we probably refer to it as well. Lauren Clement, you've been our tour guide towards home ownership, our property's ambassador. You're all set to go. I know you've had a busy campaign over the last few weeks. Good luck to you. Good luck to our owner as well, who I understand that we have on the telephone here tonight. 19 Camellia Place, Christchurch City. This is an estate and freehold. 602 square metres of that freehold parcel of land. Lot 8 deposit of plan 25071. That's all outlined in that certificate of title that Lauren's made readily available to each and every one of you in the last couple of weeks. Settlement date is set down for the 11th of August of this year, or any other such date you may have mutually agreed upon in writing with our owner prior to the commencement of tonight's auction. Schedule 2, you would have reviewed the list of chattels and those further terms of sale, being clauses 22 through to 27. You bid and you buy on that basis. I remind any latecomers, any late arrivals, a mere 10% of the purchase price is what we require from you tonight at the fall of the hammer, should it fall in your favour, unless you have made any prior arrangements with our owners. Well, Lauren, there's a lot to like about number 19 Camellia Place. The fact that a lot of the hard work and the renovations, or in fact really all of those hard work and renovations have been completed here, it just makes it a compelling opportunity. If you're anything like me and don't know one end of the hammer from the other, then this is one that you can simply move into and enjoy right from the outset. Now, I love the fact that it's permanent material. You've got the single level living as well, which makes it nice and easy. As I mentioned, it's already been updated and refreshed throughout. You've got 3 really good sized bedrooms here for that end of day accommodation, and I love the added bonus of that separate studio or office space just towards the front of the home. Fantastic addition, fantastic flexibility that's offered there. I love the flow from the dining and living spaces as well out onto that beautiful deck space and that courtyard area that's sited to see the sun towards the end of the day. That's a beautiful place just to unwind or potentially to entertain and host guests and friends and family that are going to be coming around to see you here at number 19. Now they say don't wait to buy a property, you are best to buy a property and then wait. I suggest that is your strategy here today, is to just buy this one and then good will come to you in due course. 19 Camellia Place, I now turn to you, the bidders here in the room, for your opinion on value. Who'd like to kick things off? Opening bid, opening offer. Who says go first? Worked very well, Chris. It worked really well.
Such a great.
Now, our owner's very, very sad to be selling, but he didn't ask for a minute's silence, folks. What do we say? 450. Astutely done. Welcome into you, Sue. Good luck at 450,000. What a nice place to start. Should we just move forward in tens from here, just to make it nice and comfortable at 450,000? Looking for 60. First call at 450 with the good gentleman at the back of the room, clearly here to buy it. Twice the money as I count it down at 450. Third chance at 450. On the nod, sir. You bidding? You're here to buy. Always helps to bid. 475. Even better, sir. Nice entry. 480. Okay, puts up 480. Just a cheeky 5 on the side at 480,000. Sir, that won't scare you off. Welcome back at 500 perhaps. First chance at the back of the room at 480. With my initiator. He started all of this. Get me through to 500. Just 5.
Yep. No, 500.
500. There we go. He bid 500, sir. 510 with you? Excellent. At 510 down the back. What's the retort, sir? What's the rebuttal? At 510 down the back.
20.
520 and 30. Straight back. Been to bidding school. 40. Good bid. 50 now. There we go as we build momentum.
55.
55, 55 and 5. And a whole lot of zeros. You match that, sir. Come back to 560 at $555,000. Once the money at 555 over on my left flank. Sir, you've been awfully quiet down the front. Welcome you back in. All the hard work's been done here. Twice now at 555 here. Third and final. 60. Welcome back, sir. Nicely done. Good re-entry. And 60. Oh, I wasn't asking for one, sir. Can you put 5 of them together and get me to 565? Okay, you seem adamant. At 565. There we go. He sees the value at 565. Good social proof. It's a good home at $565,000. First call. Twice the money. It's your turn.
66.
66. Clickety click. At 66.
67.
67. At 567. It's just like counting. At $567,000. Here.
8.
8. At 568. 570. Puts 2 of them together. Nicely done. Gets me to 570. At $570,000. As I said, all that hard work's been done. Love that living space to the outside world as well. You can see up there on screen at $570,000. First call. Down the front here at 570,000. How's my starter looking at the back, sir? Can I welcome you back in? Back out on the open home trail at 570,000, potentially down the front. Twice the money at 570. Third and final, sir. Can't welcome you back in. Shaking the head doesn't help. You end up with a sore neck and homeless at $570,000 down the front here at 570. Don't have instructions to sell at this level. Sir, can you improve your position? That might just help things a little bit for me. But at 570, the bid sits with you. 571. There we go.
We're on the market.
575.
575. Now got the bid and we're on the market with that at 575. There we go, confirming at 575,000. I am on the market with that last bid at 575. That might change your thinking, sir, or down the back as well at 5 3/4. I sell to the good gentleman seated here. First call at 575. Twice now at 575. Third and final chance for Camellia Place. At 575, out. Permission to sell to the gentleman here, sir. All done. Appreciate the bidding. Delighted to announce 19 Camellia. It goes. It is gone. Well done.
Hey.
Congratulations. Very well done. Nicely bid. To our underbidders, genuinely appreciate the spirit of bidding here this afternoon. All the very best in your property search. Well, thank you very much for your patience. Caleb Griffian having a very busy afternoon with 3 of our 5 offerings in our Harcourts Gold Property Bonanza event. So Caleb is all set to go with our anchor auction of the night being number 47 Hilton Street in Kaiapoi. Caleb, all set to go, my friend? All set? Wonderful. Very good. Good luck to you. Good luck to our owner as well here in Hilton Street number 47. This is more formally described as being an estate and freehold, 749 square metres of the best land that you can buy here in New Zealand. That's more formally described as being a rural section 38597. That's all outlined in that certificate of title that Caleb's made readily available to your email inboxes in recent weeks. The settlement date is set down for the 4th of August 2021 or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. I note some registered telephone bidders may come into play here at 47 Hilton Street, so once again don't be surprised if some of my licensed colleagues are placing bids on behalf of interested parties. Now, you would have reviewed the further terms of sale being clauses 22 through to 26. Probably most important of most relevance being clause 25, which is just that acknowledgement and understanding that you are bidding and buying this property on an as-is, where-is basis. So you would have reviewed that, you would have seen that as you have those, the Schedule 2, I should say, with the list of chattels there for your pursuit. Now, Hilton Street in Kaiapoi. This really is an opportunity that is knocking at number 47. As I mentioned before, it's brought to the market on an as-is, where-is basis. This is a compelling corner site that we provide you, 749 square metres of that terra firma. The house itself, well, with respect, it's no Hilton at the moment, but you will see the opportunity, you'll see the upside, and you will see the potential here, which is what these offerings are all about. Some hard work, you could transform this into a home where friends and family will want to come and stay as if it is the Hilton. Perhaps the plans are different. Perhaps you look to completely detonate. You see the land as the value. You see the opportunity to build a new home here. No matter your situation, no matter your choice, the opportunity is yours, but you do need to be the highest bidder. You do need to be our owner before you have that right. I love the location because it is just an easy walk. It's an easy meander to the centre of the Kaiapoi township. You've got the beautiful riverside walk there as well. So as I said, a great opportunity here, a wonderful chance. As you've all known over the last few weeks, we do have a disclosed reserve with this auction at $170,000. So what I'm going to do tonight, folks, is ask for a bit of $170,000 to kick things off.
Auction is asking for 170.
170 is what I look for. Once someone bids me 170, there we go, sir. I can officially say that we are on the market and selling at $170,000. Who goes next? 180, sir. Good luck to you as well. At $180,000 puts 10 on, sir. You'd match that surely at 190. He does without hesitation. The bid's now here at 190 and 200 with you, sir. 200, nicely done, sir. At 200, 000 and 210. Straight back at 210. Dan 20 here and 30 now. 240, sir. I was just getting to know you. Let's keep that momentum going. At 230,000, the bid sits just behind you. First call. And the hammer's up. Remember, we're on the mark. 240. 240, there we go. And 240 and 50 without any hesitation. Once more at 250. Seize the opportunity and the upside at 250,000. Sir, those 10s aren't working. Perhaps you come back at 270 for me. First chance here. 260. Okay, 260. Let's stick in the 10s, and that leaves 70 wide open for the good gentleman, and he duly obliges at $270,000. Once the money and I sell away at number 47 Hilton. Twice now. 80? 280. There we go at 280 and 90 without any hesitation once more at 290. That leaves 300,000 wide open for you, sir. 3. There we go. Good bid. At 310 though. He's still there. At $310,000. Giving away the strategy rather publicly there, sir. Always try and keep those cards a little closer to the chest. But at $310,000, I welcome you back in for 5 if you like. First chance here, and I sell away at $310,000. Welcome in any fresh faces into the race if you like at 310. Otherwise, I simply sell away. Twice the money. Third and final at 310. Are we all done? Are we silent? Am I selling here? He's going all the way through this process, through the bidding sequence. He started it. Is he going to finish it at 310? What do you say, sir? A couple of grand? You wouldn't lose it for 2. Very good, sir. I'm going to sell you the property in at 310,000. Delighted to announce 47 Hilton Street. It goes at 310. It goes. It is sold here. Well done.
Well done.
Well done, sir. Congratulations and thank you, Sarah, as well, for your spirited bidding and interest. Well, folks, that wraps up proceedings here at the Harcourts Gold Property Bonanza. It's been a wonderful evening with all 5 properties selling. May the rest of your day be the best of your day, and you have an excellent, excellent evening.